Welcome back to Minecraft by Miles. This is simply a tutorial on how to make both a trap and a farm for, not exactly a farm, but a trap and a farm for, um, cacti. Yeah. Um, I literally built this 5 minutes ago, and this is extremely simple to make. So I'm going to show you. First, we're going to start with a 7x7 block that's open. And then we're going to make a grid inside. So we're not going to use the outside, so we're just going to make a grid on the inside. It's going to be like a checkered board. Think of it like that. So the most you should have is within 6 or so. So do not use the outside layer of the 7 if you can, because that's going to be used for water. Alright, so now that we have our checkerboard layered down, as you can see, we need some water. So we're going to harvest some from my other farm over here. Alright, and now we're going to place it. As you can see, it's already starting to fill it up, but we want an actual full one, so every 2 blocks you're going to want to place one around the edge. And then you'll have to fill in the extra spaces. Yeah, so we're just gonna keep showing you how to do this real quick. So you can see I'm filling in the extra spaces that I'm not exactly needing. Actually, I can start harvesting from this now that I have stuff here. See how this is solid? I can take from that now, and it's fine. So we're gonna keep doing this until it's a solid pattern. And as you can see, I'm only using 1 bucket of water. That's because it's extremely simple to just use one if you just keep using water that you've already placed. You may need 2 to start off with if you don't have a water source nearby that's standing water. So this is running water. I can't take from that, but you can take from standing water, which is this. I'll show you here. See, I can't take from... Well, that was odd. It's never worked before. But then on the inside, you fill in the 4 blocks that should be open. Alright, and now you have your water set up. Now, then we get to place our cactus. It's advised to have enough cactus to fill your grid first, but you don't have to. You can just have a few at first, because these grow really fast. So, I'm just going to place my cacti down. Only 1 block high, because remember it's a farm, you only... Well, hello, cactus. I need more water. Give me more water. Yes, thank you. So then you place them on the checkered board that you made. Nowhere else, simply on your checkered board. And this has to be above the level of the water. So now you have all of your cacti in place. And since we want this to grow even when it's dark out, we're going to surround it with torches. Now, the only reason why I'm surrounding it completely and not staggering it is because if you surround it completely, all of them get light, even the ones in the middle, which is extremely important if you're going to be growing them. And I'll show you how effective this can be in a moment. But practical uses for this is definitely traps. For 1, it looks kind of cool. For 2, it makes a great area where you can keep getting more and more cactus, which is good for building designs. And lastly, because it is dangerous to touch, I'll show you here. You know, I'm in peaceful mode right now, so that didn't hurt me as much as it should. This makes it very dangerous to creatures. And since I built this 5 minutes or so before I started this video, I have collected 8 leather, an egg, and 5 feathers. So you can see how this can be quite effective, especially during the daytime. And then at nighttime, when you have an indoor location like my house here, I can simply go inside my house, go up to the top floor so I can watch, turn it on hard difficulty, and watch monsters fall to my traps. Then simply walk out in the morning and collect. So this works very well, alongside with my lava fountain here that also traps and kills things. Besides that, this thing is one of the fastest growing substances that I've found. And you don't have to harvest it completely, just down 2 of them, and if you do that, you get 2 back, and you also don't remove it from growing. You keep the growing area, and it's still just as effective to kill creatures. And one of the cool things about the staggering that you may or may not have known is, like, say if I put a sand here, I cannot put a cacti there. I can, however, put one here if I move off it. And you can even fill this out all the way to the edge if you're doing the checkerboard pattern of the of your pond or whatever you're using, your 7x7 area. And if you do all the way to the edge, it makes it a little bit more difficult because it's kind of hard to get inside when you're not playing on peaceful mode, for you will often get very harmed. But at the same time, you get a lot more cactus in one area. But realistically, you don't need a lot of cactus to start growing. And you could do this with just one at the beginning and just keep growing it out and growing it out. It's kind of fun too that you can just be walking by and say a sheep's really annoying you or giving you that eye, and you don't like the fact the sheep is giving you the weird eye. You can just run over and shove it into this little cacti plant here, and he'll get either stuck or harmed badly and possibly even killed, which is what you want, since you'll didn't like that sheep. I don't like most of the sheep in this game. Plus you have the convenient hole here which you can just fall into while you're harvesting these, and then you can just hop your way out. So as you can see, this has already started growing, even though I've been showing you things over here. It grows extremely fast, especially after you start placing stuff. I mean, the way I built that one, they grew a lot faster just because of how I set it up. I put the dug the hole first, then put down just a few bits of sand, and then I put down my water. Then I put my cactuses in while I was filling in the water. So I put these cactuses in last. So I already had water before the cactuses were... I had the water coming in while the cactuses were there. So by the time I was finished, I already had 5 or 6 of these. I had 2. And when I was putting light around the edges, it was getting dark, and almost all of them had gotten to 2, and 2 or 3 of them had gotten to 3. And as you can see, after about 10 minutes or so, all of them were 3 high. And that was the general idea. If you like the idea, comment, subscribe, whatever. Join in, and I will make more. Have a nice day.